video is part of a two-part series that we're going to do on a morning stretch and an evening stretch that you can do on the floor or you can do while you're still in bed. Whichever one you choose is fine. The morning stretch will be to kind of wake things up and get you moving in all of the directions you need to move while you're awake. And the evening stretch will be kind of undo some of the things that we do to ourselves during the daytime. So this first one we're going to do is the morning stretch. So lying down on your back, on your floor or your mat or your bed. If you want a pillow, that's fine. That's up to you. And if we have just woken up, one of the first things we're going to do is begin to move our ankles and our wrists. So I'm going to take my wrists and in a loose fist, I'm just going to make circles. And I'm going to do the same thing with my ankles. So I'm turning my wrists and my ankles in circles. And then I'm going to reverse the direction of my circles just to get some blood flow, start to loosen things up. All right, then we're going to scrunch. We're going to scrunch fingers and hands tightly, and we're going to scrunch toes and feet tightly. And then we're going to spread as big as you can go. And then scrunch and spread. Scrunch and spread. Okay, the last one like this, and then we're going to do 10 flicks with our hands. We're going to start with our fingers drawn together, and when we flick, it's like you're going to try to flick water off your hands. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll rest our arms. Let's bring our knees up. Feet are flat. This next one, you can decide if you want to do both knees up. We're just going to hug one knee into our chest and hold it for 3 counts. And then set it down and then hug the other one in and hold. This will start to help opening up your back side, your spine, your hips. We can also hug in and stretch the other leg toward the floor. And this one we'll hold, trying to open up the front of our hip. If you sleep with your knees and hips bent, this is a nice idea before you come to standing. Then we're going to bring this knee up. We'll lower the other one down, hug in here, and then stretch the other side out. All right, we're going to bring both knees back up. Feet are flat. We're going to put our knees and our feet together, and we're just going to gently rock from side to side. This is not to see how far you can go. This is a little massage for your low back. It should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, if your back doesn't like any rotation at all, then you can skip this one. All right, back to the middle. We're going to lift our arms up and reach them toward the ceiling.
And we're going to take a nice deep breath in, a big belly breath in, as we keep our elbows straight and reach your fingers toward the ceiling. Shoulder blades pull apart. And then on the exhale, we're going to lower back down and set your shoulder blades flat on the ground again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to lower back down. This gets our shoulders, our shoulder blades, and our mid-back ready to go for the day. All right, last one here, reaching up all the way back down. We're going to come onto our side. And we're going to put our knees bent, hips are bent, feet are stacked, arms are reaching out in front. It's going to be really important that you keep your knees and your hips very still during this. They are not going to be rotating. They're going to just stay. This is just to open up through the front of your chest and to rotate up high in your spine. So if you don't reach very far, that's okay. And bring it back. If I scoot forward, I might be able to go a little bit further without hitting the wall. So I'm going to bring my arm up. I'm going to exhale as I reach across, but I'm not going to allow myself to rock away and to rotate. Instead, I'm going to keep my hips and my knees where they are and just try to rotate in the upper part of my spine and to open up across the front of my chest. This will help protect your low back if your back doesn't like to rotate. And then we're going to bring it back together. And then we'll reach up and open across that chest. Oftentimes we sleep with our elbows and our wrists bent and our shoulders forward when we're crunched up. And this helps to undo all of that in the morning. We're just going to do one more like this. And then we're going to do the other side. So instead of having you, actually I am going to have you look at my back side because I want you to see what my shoulder is doing on the upside. So I'm reaching in front, bringing my arm up, and as I roll this way, I'm not rocking backward here. I'm just reaching across with my shoulder and my arm to get some stretch across the front side there. And then inhaling it back. I'm going to exhale and open up and inhale to return. We'll do two more. You can follow your hand with your eyes and your head. Bring it all the way back. We're going to roll back onto our back. We're going to hug one knee in, hug the other knee in, hold everything in, take a nice big breath, and then we're going to exhale and reach far above with our arms and toes and legs and feet away. Nice big morning stretch. And relax. And then when you get up, roll to your side and press up, and you'll be ready to go. One more thing that helps some people when you first get out of bed is if your feet are still feeling tight, is to have a little ball of some sort, a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball or golf ball, and just put it under your feet and roll it around before you stand and start to walk for the day. So that's our morning stretch.